The Negro Leagues Baseball Museum is a hub of activity with exhibitions and tours and related programs, including an event, the Hot Dog Festival, that is coming up on August 12th that is supported by the Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund. Here to tell us more about what's happening at the museum is Dr. Ray Doswell, the Vice President of Curatorial Services. Dr. Ray, thank you for having us here today.
We're glad to have you.
Can you give us, for people especially who've never been to the Baseball Museum, can you give us some background as to when the Baseball Museum was established and why it was established?
The museum was initially established in 1990 when a group of local historians and former baseball players wanted to highlight the history of African American baseball in this area. And Kansas City is significant to that national story, in that the Negro National League, the first successful grouping or league of all black baseball teams, was founded here at the historic YMCA on the Paseo Boulevard. Those local business people and entrepreneurs and others came together, wanted to create a monument to that legacy, and thus the Baseball Museum was formed in a small office in the Lincoln Building, then a larger display in the Lincoln Building, and through the help and support of the city as part of the 18th and Vine Museum Complex, and we share the building with the American Jazz Museum. And many of our visitors are from out of town. I'd say if you can come to the museum at any given time, and you will hear from people from all over the country, and occasionally all over the world. Folks who are baseball fans, folks who are history fans, maybe they know a little bit about baseball history or African American history. When they come here, they get the broad story, the broad scope of this history.
Can you tell us about the Hot Dog Festival that's coming up in a few weeks?
The Baseball Museum is pleased to offer the Heart of America Hot Dog Festival, which is an annual salute to the connections between baseball and that great American treat, the hot dog. It's an idea that our president, Bob Kendrick, came up with, and it's just a great community music festival, primarily with the support of the NTDF and the city, as well as our great sponsors, Hy-Vee, Pepsi, and Farmland. We're able to provide thousands of hot dogs for fans to come and purchase and help raise money for the museum. And we've got an all-star lineup. If you're into funk and R&B, we have After 7 and Zap, which are great historic funk and R&B bands, as well as our local favorites, Bloodstone, who were pioneers in old school R&B music, among some other talent as well. So folks can come out and get some food, hear some great music, and enjoy the outdoors.
Well, this is your fourth year, so how many people do you anticipate this year?
We've anticipated close to well over 3,000, maybe even as high as 7,000 to 10,000 folks. It's a little bit different this year. We have a little bit more space to work with. Normally the event is on the north side of the museum complex near the Gregg Center, but because of construction of the Youth Baseball Academy, we moved it now to the median at Paseo, between Paseo and 18th Street and Truman Road. So we have a little bit more space to work with, and so we anticipate big crowds and are praying for great weather for our event.
And you not only have locals come, you have people from out of town come. Would you say that's a pretty significant percentage of your attendees?
The primary core of those folks who are coming to the festival are mostly our local patrons who live in and around the neighborhood and in Kansas City. But because the museum is such a great national attraction, we expect a lot of folks in from out of town who come. We have a great membership base out of town as well, so they want to support, and this is a wonderful opportunity for them to come into town, see the museum again, and of course enjoy great music. And it's one of the last opportunities to do something fun before school starts and before the end of summer.
And if people want more information about these events, your exhibitions, where would they go?
Well, tickets for the Hot Dog Festival are available through Eventbrite, but you can link there at our website, which is www.nlbm.com. We also are on Facebook as well, so you can go to the museum site on Facebook, which has lots of great news and information about our exhibits, traveling exhibits, and other activities that are happening around the nation related to Negro Leagues history. And you can follow our president, Bob Kendrick, on Twitter at NLBMPrez. That's the official Twitter account for the museum.
And you have tickets that are on sale for the Hot Dog Festival, but after the 21st, is that when the price goes up a little bit? So.
That's right. We have a special offer for folks right now. It's a really special offer. $10 for adults, $5 for children for the Hot Dog Festival, Though that sale ends on on July 21st. But what you get with that special offer is that you also get a free hot dog and a free drink with your ticket. But that ends on July 21st. Well, we're thankful. We're thankful for the support of the city that recognizes what we do here and the attraction that we are for folks from out of town. All the entities in the city, including City Hall, NTDF, the Convention and Visitors Association, all have been very supportive of our efforts, and we want to keep that going.
Oh, great. Thank you so much for having us here today.
You're welcome.
The Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund supports local nonprofits that bring cultural, social, educational, and recreational activities to our area. To learn about additional upcoming events, visit kcmo.gov/NTDF.